Alright, so now we've got everything set up, we've got our plumbing working, and at this point the next step really in order to have this all working together is to connect the two systems. Now I am arbitrarily going to decide that this is going to be the fish tank. So what I'm going to want to do is the fish tank is going to be filled up to a certain level, and then it's going to drain, and wherever I drill these holes is going to be the constant level of the water. I want to drill this as high up as not as possible. I want to maybe drill it about 4 inches down from the top, and that way if I've got a lot of water coming in at one time, it'll have a chance to drain before it flows out over the top. But I don't want it too low because I want my fish to have a place to live. And I'm going to drill 2 holes because one for redundancy, and 2 because again I'm going to use the 1-inch drill because I'm going to use 3/4 inch piping in here. If you want to go bigger, that would be beautiful. I like the 3/4 inch pipe because it does the job and it's inexpensive. But you can always go bigger, use more expensive stuff. So where I'm going to do this on these Rubbermaid stock tanks, these 2 corners are good places to go. And so there's my one hole, and then over at the other side, yeah, I just want to get that. Oh darn, and I'm going to come in and clean that up with a knife, because sometimes when it does something like that, if I keep going, this may rip in an unfortunate way. So I'm just going to leave that there, clean it up with a knife in a minute. Now over here, this is going to be my sump. Worst case is you'll be in a situation like we are here where there's hardtop and these things have to be at the same level, but you still need your water to be able to drain from the fish tank into the sump. But I need capacity in my sump, so I don't want to drill it too low, or else that's not a good day. So I'm going to, these are almost level, and in the worst case situation, if you had these 2, you would locate your sump at the lower of the 2 parts if you had any gradient in your situation. So I'm going to put the hole here in the middle of the Rubbermaid icon, and that should give me a few inches of head at a minimum. And that worked out real well. Okay, so we'll come back in a moment and install the hardware, the bulkheads and the plumbing for the rest of this. Alright, so we're going to install these bulkheads first in the holes that I just drilled. This was so nicely seated before. That looks right. Okay. So get the O-ring out of this hand. It's nice and tight. Then, as I talked about before, we take the number 18 O-ring, slip it here around the male part, and stick on the female. Now do the next one. on this one. Actually, in this case, I want to have the male go in this direction. Okay, so those are all installed now.